Hello everyone from Cinematic Cravings. Today we're going to talk about The Mandalorian and Grogu, the movie that made a huge buzz as soon as it was announced, and The Mandalorian, Season 4. Grab your coffee and tea and come back right now, because in this video we reveal all the interesting details from release dates to possible storylines, trailers and everything we know about The Mandalorian and Grogu so far. As usual, I'm going to talk about a lot of things in this video. So I'm going to break it up into chapters and I'm going to write the minutes in the description, so you can watch whatever topic you want. But before we get to that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd love it if you could be unselfish and take 1 second to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Where will The Mandalorian and Grogu appear in the timeline? Now, let's navigate the vast Star Wars timeline and uncover where The Mandalorian and Grogu will land in this epic saga. The New Republic era is our backdrop, a time brimming with untold stories and uncharted territories. As we await the unfolding of this cinematic tale, it's crucial to understand the chronological setting. The Mandalorian and Grogu will unfold in the New Republic era, following the Battle of Yavin, denoted as Abai in the Star Wars timeline. The pivotal first season of The Mandalorian kicked off 5 years after the Empire's fall at the Battle of Endor, placing it in 9 Abai. The New Republic was still finding its footing, dealing with remnants of the Empire scattered across the galaxy. Now, the timeline gets a bit murky after the first season. Some argue that both seasons of The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett occur in the same year, 9 Abai. However, considering Grogu's training with Luke Skywalker, it's plausible that Season 2 stretches into 10 ABY, with Boba Fett's takeover of Mos Espa around 11 Abai. Enter the confusion with The Mandalorian Season 3, where creator Jon Favreau threw a curveball by mentioning an undefined passage of time. This uncertainty led to speculation about Season 3 happening in 11 Abai or later. The interweaving narrative with Ahsoka adds another layer of complexity, leaving fans eager for clarity. As Lucasfilm confirms, Ahsoka, Season 2 and Dave Filoni's Untitled, The Mandalorian, era movie, the pieces may fall into place. This movie is expected to tie up loose ends from The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and The Book of Boba Fett, offering a comprehensive view of the Star Wars timeline. Now, let's address the temporal gap between The Mandalorian and Grogu and the sequel trilogy. If the movie unfolds around 12 or 13 ABY, it places the narrative approximately 20 years before the sequels. This strategic gap of 2 decades ensures a clear separation. The Mandalorian Season 4 update. Now, following the massive announcement of The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, The Mandalorian has suggested that the fate of Season 4 hangs in the balance. The excitement surrounding Din Djarin and Grogu's big screen debut is palpable, but with it comes a cloud of uncertainty for the beloved series. Jon Favreau had confirmed that Season 4's scripts were ready, penned long before the Hollywood strikes of last year. However, the announcement of the franchise's next cinematic venture failed to shed light on the future of The Mandalorian on the small screen. According to reliable sources, The Mandalorian Season 4's destiny is intricately tied to the success of The Mandalorian and Grogu at the box office. If the movie strikes a chord with audiences and becomes the blockbuster we're all anticipating, the journey of Din Djarin and Grogu might continue on the big screen, leaving the fate of Season 4 hanging in the balance. It's reported that the movie has now taken precedence, making it the priority for the creators. This strategic move hints at the possibility that further installments of the Mandalorian saga might unfold on the cinematic stage rather than in the familiar format of television episodes. However, amidst the uncertainty, whispers of a potential 6-episode arc for The Mandalorian Season 4 acting as a finale have surfaced. Yet, this remains far from confirmed, adding an extra layer of mystery to the unfolding narrative. Adding to the intrigue, it's revealed that Dave Filoni, the creative genius behind Ahsoka, is collaborating with Favreau in crafting the scripts for The Mandalorian and Grogu. This collaboration not only underscores their commitment to maintaining narrative cohesion but also raises speculation about the potential inclusion of Filoni's characters from Ahsoka, like Ezra Bridger or Hera Syndulla, in the cinematic saga. Tween the two eras, paving the way for a distinct and compelling storyline. The Mandalorian Season 4 updates, cast, story, and everything we know. After The Mandalorian Season 3's conclusion in 2023, the story of The Mandalorian Season 4 is shaping up to be one of the show's biggest yet. The Mandalorian Season 4's future is unclear. After the announcement of The Mandalorian and Grogu, should it happen, it will continue the story of Pedro Pascal's Din Djarin and his adopted son Din Grogu, as they chart a new path in the New Republic era. There was a sense in which The Mandalorian Season 3 served as somewhat of a pivot for the hit Disney Plus TV show, broadening its focus away from Din Djarin himself to the wider story of the planet of Mandalore and its former inhabitants. That song has now been sung, with the Mandalorians successfully retaking their home planet as of The Mandalorian Season 3's climactic ending. As such, the ending of Din Djarin's latest adventure has naturally led to intense speculation surrounding the future of the series. Lucasfilm has already confirmed a Star Wars movie to culminate the Mandalorian story, which means Din Djarin and Din Grogu will return on the big screen in the future. Before this cinematic event, though, there will be at least one more season of The Mandalorian as Lucasfilm continues its success on the small screen with a host of upcoming Star Wars TV shows. Speaking to BFM TV Inside back in February 2023, writer Jon Favreau confirmed the scripts for The Mandalorian Season 4 had been completed before Season 3 even finished airing. Plans have undoubtedly changed, however, with recent announcements that Favreau is now working on The Mandalorian and Grogu, the first Star Wars movie to release at theaters since 2019's Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It's currently unclear whether The Mandalorian and Grogu replaces Season 4, whether it is supplemental to it, or whether Lucasfilm is pursuing some kind of hybrid approach. The Mandalorian Season 4's confirmed cast. While there has yet to be any confirmed cast for The Mandalorian Season 4, there are a few essential characters who are necessary for the show to continue. Pedro Pascal would be sure to return as the star, with the focus remaining on his relationship with Grogu. He's now living on Navarro, meaning Carl Weathers' Greef Karga has a logical role. IG-11 has become Navarro's marshal, which likewise indicates Taika Waititi should be back. Meanwhile, a change in Din Djarin's status quo, he started working for the New Republic, surely means Paul Sun-Hung Lee's Carson Teva will be back. This new role means the Coruscant subplot introduced in The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 3 is likely to be important to the Mandalorian era going forward. If that is the case, Katie O'Brien's Imperial spy Elia Kane will surely be a returning antagonist, whether in the movie or the TV show. Other members of The Mandalorian Season 3's cast will probably play supporting roles as well, including Katie Sackhoff's Bo-Katan Kryze and Emily Swallow's Armorer. The Mandalorian Season 3's finale established a new status quo for Din Djarin. A bounty hunter by trade, Din approached Carson Teva and proposed working for the New Republic off the books. This role means he will be hunting down other members of the Imperial Shadow Council, unaware the various warlords are secretly working together. This will likely tie Din Djarin and Grogu to Grand Admiral Thrawn, the resurgent heir to the Empire after Ahsoka Season 1. Assuming the latest rumors are true, it's possible The Mandalorian Season 4 will see Din Djarin discover Thrawn's existence, setting up a showdown for The Mandalorian and Grogu. Well guys, that's all from me for today. We shared all the information for the 4th season of The Mandalorian and the new movie, and I hope you enjoyed this content. If you liked the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and of course subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts with us in the comments and let's keep talking. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. May the Force be with you and see you soon.